Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Drew Bell. Let us go down this elevator. Just deciding whether to go here or here, but decided, let's go meet Gallagher. We have not met her yet. Well, we met her at the crime scene, but we haven't visited her in the morgue yet, so let's do that.
Agent Reed.
Gallagher?
One thing I can do right now... Well, okay, I don't need to equip it, I just want to... Actually, I shouldn't do this, that's breaking a few things. So let's go ahead and talk to Gallagher first. So, how you doing?
How's the autopsy going?
This is an interesting one.
Have you found anything new?
The subject was drugged. I found high doses of a substance in his body.
Have you identified the substance?
I've sent it to the lab. I'll have more info on it later.
Is there anything you can tell me about it?
It was probably used as a sedative. There are no signs of direct struggle, other than those of dragging the body. Whatever contusions there are must have been caused by the friction of the skin with other materials, like when the killer raised the victim to the table.
So it was a smaller person.
Whoever did this definitely struggled with carrying the mass of this body.
Okay, so the killer is smaller and had to drug the victim here in order to do the hanging.
You are certain now that the victim was killed by strangulation?
After close examination, strangulation was the catalyst, but the victim suffered both a heart attack and a hemorrhagic stroke.
How exactly did that happen?
The blood pressure progressively reached higher values. That, combined with a lack of oxygen, was a fatal combination that caused all regulatory systems of the body to fail. The brain and heart are only some of the organs that suffered massive damage.
How long did you say this process took?
I would say between 45 minutes and an hour.
Actually, now that I remember, this body used to be moving, and I thought it was I thought it was rigor mortis for the longest time, but it turns out it was just animating because sometimes she animates working on the body, so this was a little creepier than it was supposed to be. Good times.
Are we running tests to ID the victim?
Yes, Agent Reed. I know how to do my job. We sent a dental and are running a DNA test.
Weren't lucky with fingerprints?
The fingers are extensively mutilated, but I will try to reconstruct it later and see if I can get a partial.
That's gonna take more than a few days, isn't it?
Indeed.
Alright, so there was really no trace on whoever this
How's
victim
life
is.
treating you, Gallagher?
I'm down a secretary and down an assistant, and Terrence moved in upstairs. What do you think?
Are they both gone permanently?
At least until things turn around financially.
That's too bad. I miss Susie.
She was an excellent secretary. I hope I can hire her back someday. But right now, I'm busy, Agent Reed.
Yeah, I'll leave you be. I'll be seeing you, Dr. Gallagher.
Good luck, Agent Reed.
So she doesn't quite have her assistant right now, and yeah, see, working on the body, normally he used to be moving, but I didn't realize, well, okay. I'll show you what that's all about in a second, but one thing to note is that,
the direct number for her office down here. I guess I better keep that in my cell phone now that Susie's gone.
It might be nice to have that phone number.
Got it.
Since the receptionist is not there any longer. Yeah, so he used to be moving with that animation, so he'd have his head moving, he'd have his arm moving. It's kind of creepy. I thought it was just rigor mortis, but it wasn't. So, alright, dead body. Cool, let's take a picture of it.
That should do. Anything else I should take a picture of?
And let's take a look at this tattoo.
I wonder if it has any significance.
Let's take a picture of this as
Do
well.
you mind?
Go ahead.
Let's take a look at this protuberance.
There's something not quite right here. Could it be a bone or something else?
So let's check on
It
this.
doesn't feel like a bone.
Agent Reed?
I'm sorry.
Well, that opens up some dialogue options, so let's do that.
Hello, Dr. Gallagher.
Agent Reed.
Is there anything you can tell me about the tattoo?
It's brand new. 24 hours old at most.
Do you think it was the work of the killer?
Given the estimated time of death, it's possible. It was completed within a few hours of the death at most.
I wonder if there's anything I can get from it.
Well, we already got a picture of it. So it's actually the Greek letter psi, which is interesting. But
Have you checked this on the body already?
I saw it, but I haven't opened it up yet.
Will you?
As you wish. Well, now that's unusual.
What the hell? That looks like a piece of the antique I found at the scene.
Seems somebody left you a clue. I think I'd best hand this over to you.
Thank you. I'll look into it.
Make sure that good-for-nothing Bowlby knows of its existence.
I'll be seeing you, Dr. Gallagher.
Good luck, Agent Reed.
okay, let's take this. And we can't take this now,
I
but
don't need that right now.
we might need that a little later. So we're done here for now. But yeah, this has the Greek letter psi, which I immediately thought, was part of the whole scion thing, which makes sense because it's pretty clear that the killer is leaving a few clues around. So, okay. What I want to do next is I want to return to the crime scene, but, oh, what to talk about. I mean, people say that, testing games is, just playing games, but it's a process. I mean, I played the game about maybe, 2 times, and then I've tested the game about 500 times, so it's a lot of repetition and a lot of finding things, but I found some interesting stuff, and oh boy, I found some exploits and got them found, and I was very happy with that. So, one of the reasons I didn't really do much exploring in here, before I do that, let's take a look at the spray paint. So we've got spray paint here, and if you look closely...
The color is red. Number GM2356.
Now I'm pretty sure... Oh, well, if you notice that GM for a minute... GM, this one has LSL.
The color is blue. Number...
I'm pretty sure all of these... Well, I'm not just pretty sure, I mean, I'm almost 90% sure, although I never asked anyone. These are all names of adventure games. Gray Matter.
The color is red.
We've got Leisure
Some
Suit
graffiti
Larry.
cans.
Whoops. Want to use the look. Leisure Suit
color-
Larry. This should be King's
The color
Quest.
is white.
This is Gabriel Knight. And this is Space
color
Quest.
is-
I'm actually really surprised that there was no TSO one. I also think that these numbers are related to the release date, or at least for at some point, because I do know
The color is green.
that Gabriel Knight was 93. But the problem is that I look at stuff like
color
well,
is
this
yellow.
could be
Number SQ.
1997, but stuff like this
The color is blue.
154. I have no idea what that number has anything to do with. Which one?
The color is white.
Yeah, this one could be, I think the original King's Quest was 81, wasn't it? What about this one, though? Yeah, this one I have no idea with the number. Because it certainly was not released in 1956. But, so take a look at this particular... Well, okay, so Terrence said that you could use the spray to kind of see past the color if you know the exact color. And we know that here it's...
The color is green. Number GK4893.
So what I'm going to do right... Oh, I can't... Right. If you try to do that inside of a zoom like that, that actually won't work. But let's try.
I need to enter some sort of code here.
And this is the gadget we got from Terrence. So we're just going to see if we can use that number. So let us... I guess first thing I want to do is... So we talked about projection. Projection is always going to have three things, and what we're trying to do is recreate the body. And if you remember from all the way back, there were particle cognitions on here and here and here. So let's try that, and voila! Dead body, although it's a ghost body. Let's take a look at it.
If I could only see what you saw.
Let's use the gadget here with the correct number code put in.
If your eyes could see what mine can't. What does that mean?
So let's look at his eyes for a minute.
If I could only see what you saw. Wait, the message. What is he looking at?
Alright. So I noticed a lot of people are being tripped up on this one, but pay attention to where he's looking. He's looking to the right. And now this niche will pop up. So let's examine this wall, if you will.
What's this?
So definitely, someone's definitely playing mind games with us, because it was definitely meant for her to find.
Here? A photo? Who's leaving these? And who are you? I'm going to email a digital picture of this to my computer so I can look at it later.
Alright. Here's a photo of a woman, and actually you can flip it and get a message. Not all hangings are suicide victims. Search closer. So. Now we can get a ton of stuff done in the FBI station. Like lots of stuff. And hopefully we have the time to do it. For some reason, see, I've got a new computer. I've got a powerful new computer now. But the problem is that trying to render a video is not doing too well. Kind of stops after about an hour, so I've been making my videos a little smaller. Okay, well, the first thing I want to do is I may as well go here first. Now let's see what we have from that photo. And we're gonna open up this computer. Yeah, sure.
All right. I got the woman's photo here. Now let's see what I can find.
Okay.
All right. I should look for any details that can tell me who this woman is.
So the only thing you can actually look at is this little bracelet here.
What is that on her bracelet? Her name? Sarah. All right. I should be able to use that if I want to cross-reference it with something.
Okay, so let us do that. So we've got the name Sarah, but that doesn't help us. But remember what the photo said. It said not all hangings are suicides, and that's a clue. Suicide and hanging.
This is her, the woman from that picture. Let's see. I remember a little about this case. Davies and Sully handled it. And she was buried at Mount Auburn Cemetery. Same as Scott.
Okay, so she was also buried at Mount Auburn, so we'll probably want to go down there. So, is there anything interesting to talk about here? She's survived by the husband, Robert. Yeah, looks like a suicide. There was medication bottles. Husband was out of town. Yeah, she's survived by the husband. He was out of the country, so he seems innocent. But Robert Goodman, the husband, keeps trying to open up the case. And she was born there. She was not born, buried there. So let's...
One evidence form coming up.
Let's get an evidence form for that. That could be useful. So that's one thing I needed to do here. Now we can finally actually use the lockpicks that we've... for this door that we've been neglecting. So let's do that. Breaking and entering part 2.
No one's looking this way. I'm an ace at picking locks.
Okay, let's get in there. While nobody's looking. Alright.
Davies will be wicked pissed at me when she finds out I broke in. But whatever. I got a case to solve.
A few things I can do in here. You can look at a lot of this stuff and... Well, okay. So, the first thing you kind of want to do is try to go into her computer.
Crap. She's gonna skin me alive. Damn. What's the password?
But, you know, you can try to log in as Davies, but you don't have the password. Fortunately, like...
No.
Oops. I'm trying to exit here. Fortunately, since... Just like any competent FBI director, they have their passwords somewhere in their office for anyone to find. So let's open this drawer. I know that there's a little bit of a
Say goodbye to your badge, Erica.
mess in that walking area right there. Okay, two things in here we want to look at. We want to look at this paper.
What's this? Another one will be hanged tonight. What did the rest of this say?
And let's also take a look at this.
That's from Davies' niece. How cute. Davies loves that child to pieces.
Let's leave that. Also, something to note is this. Let's take a look at this.
That's Davies' favorite mug. She's always carrying it around, especially when she interrogates people. She named it Phoebe.
Okay, so if I'm going to be doing any interrogations, this might be useful. But... Gosh, I wonder what the rest of that message said. Well, let's see what it was.
Let's see if this works. Another one will be hanged tonight. When will you see the signs? I've left something for you at the post office on Milk Street. Maybe it'll open your eyes. Ask for Joey to help you.
So it looks like the killer's been trying to talk to Davies, but and I mean Davies is so scared that she tried to shred it. So yeah, there's a few things that you can interact with for hints for what the password is, but it's the Aunt Maddie thing that's in here, so we're just going to take a look at that.
Damn, what's the password?
So we are going to open this up.
Alright, what do we have here? Interesting. Why does she keep this message? She deletes everything else.
So, he repented, will you? Don't know who this is, but looks like there's some repentance to be had.
Terrence, I sent you a piece of the antique that was sent to my office. If Reed comes by with the piece you say she found, make sure you get it from her. Call me right after. Aha! So she has another piece of this antique. Gotta go chat Terrence up.
Okay, so it looks like we have to go see Terrence at some point for an antique piece. And that's all I can do for now here. And we're kind of cutting it on time, so there's some more stuff to talk about with Sarah and Robert Goodman, but we'll continue that in the next episode where we will do that. So I will see you in the next episode. I'm glad that you guys watched, and I will see you in another one. Thank you.